Okay, guys, so let's pick up from where we left off. So the only other choice that we have is, of course, the text structure is describing a problem during the Chicago fire, and that the Relief Aid Society group helped solve, right? Good. Okay, so now I know that part B is going to talk about what piece of evidence best supports the answer to part A. So, how do I know that this is an actual problem and a solution? Okay. So when I go back to the text, guys, when I go back to the text, I know that it's problem and solution because, okay, so of course we present the problem, right? But it doesn't become problem and solution until the solution is presented. I want you guys to really get that in your head. Okay, of course, a text may give you a problem, but until the author gives you the solution, that's when it becomes a problem and solution text, right? You can't just have the problem without the solution. So I know that this is a problem and solution text when it talks here, when it begins to say that luckily the city quickly formed a relief and aid society. And I'm actually going to put 2 there, right? Because this is for question 2. Okay, that is the evidence that tells me the answer that this is a problem and solution text. And so I'm going to look for that specific answer. It says this group started giving out the food donations that were pouring in from other cities. Okay, so don't get confused, guys, because they are talking about the solutions, but this is not the moment where they talked about the actual solution, which is the Relief and Aid Society. So this is when it becomes tricky. Okay. Then it says another one. This society built places for people to live, gather the tools that people needed to rebuild their houses, and even vaccinated 64,000 people against smallpox. And I'm actually looking at this, guys, and the answer that we need is actually not here. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. Luckily, the city quickly formed a relief and aid society, which that should have been B. Okay. I'm just going to change it in the moment because that should have been our answer. Okay. Okay. And so then we can go ahead and just eliminate the rest of them, right? Because C talks about the problem, right? Remember, the text is not a problem and solution until the actual solution is presented. And then D again talks about the problem. So B is the correct answer because that is the moment where the author begins to present the actual solution to the problem. Okay. Now, here is a time in the class where you begin to do your independent practice. This actual piece of text is very interesting. It's talking about cyberbullying, which is very important for you to read because, especially now, since we have to be on our computers more, it's very important for you to know what's going on with cyberbullying and ways to solve it. And so I want you guys to read it, mark up your text, write your keywords, and then here we have our problem and solution graphic organizer, and then we have our questions. How does the author structure the text, and what evidence helps you answer that? Remember, with the evidence, it's the moment that the actual solution is presented. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, then you can hit me up on Google Classroom or you can call me. All right, do your best. Tomorrow will be like a small quiz. It won't necessarily be like an FSA, but it'll be like a small quiz to see what you remember. All right, have a good day.